Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You are welcome once again to Beyond the Classroom Show. Today is another episode. We will never rest until we get what we are looking for, and what we are looking for is knowledge. Each and every day, there is the need to learn something new. Today, we are here with Prof. Dogbe. As you already know him, he is a returning guest. We are here with him to discuss the topic, that the current issues that is to do with international issues, especially in the ECOWAS community, which you all know. Obviously, it is the coup issues or matters revolving around the coup in Niger or the coup in other African countries with regards to democracy. What is really happening in ECOWAS, or in the world. So today we are going to cross the borders of Ghana to discuss international issues, which will have to do with basically we are coming to look at ECOWAS, challenges that we are facing in ECOWAS. So you are much welcome to today's episode. If you are new, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell. If you are a returning member and you've already done that, please kindly share this video for others to also learn, and do like it and drop your comment in the comment section. Today's conversation is going to be dope. We are going to discuss international issues. As you already know, it will interest you to know more because politics is ubiquitous, it's everywhere. It affects each and every one of us. Don't think this is NDC NPP thing, so you will not participate or something. It concerns each and every person. So just drop your comment in the comment section as a way of joining the conversation to make it interactive. It's a learning process. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's go for a quick commercial break. When we return, then we welcome our guests, and then we start with today's conversation on the topic coup and democracy in West Africa or ECOWAS. You are welcome to Campbell Royal Tree, the best hotel in Winneba, close to Winneba Johnson and direct opposite the Goyle Filling Station. Among some of the facilities Campbell Royal Tree offers its clients and customers include: number one, we have a serene swimming pool where you can relax your body at any time, swim at any time, any day at affordable prices. In fact, you can come here 24/7. We operate all time. We there for you. Campbell Royal Treat is having an event center where we host every type of event. Any event you want, whether birthday party, weddings, any event at all, we can give you the best facility to host your event that you want to host. Campbell Royal Treat is having a gym center where you can gym your body at any time, morning, evening, afternoon, any time at all you feel. And we also have a kitchen where we offer both local and foreign dishes. Any type of food you want, just come to Campbell Royal Treat and we will give it to you at very affordable prices. We also have a clinic attached to the hotel where, in case of any emergency or any other time, you can go there for the services at very, very subsidized prices. We've reduced the prices drastically just to favor our customers. Call the contact, the numbers on this list. Gentlemen, you are welcome once again. Without wasting any time, let's just get straight into today's conversation on the topic coups and democracy in West Africa with Prof. Dogbe. Prof. Dogbe, you are welcome once again
Thank
to
you very
Beyond the
much.
Classroom Show. How is the atmosphere? That's the first question we'll ask, so that we'll know you are comfortable and you are ready to teach us. Then we will start throwing the questions left and right, here and there. We are ready to learn a lot from you.
The environment, the atmosphere is very serene and cool.
Okay.
As we are still kicking well
Good.
within the four walls of the university
Sure.
in Winneba.
Okay.
So I would say that there is peace.
There's peace.
There is peace. Yes.
This sent my mind to a statement that was made by PLO Lumumba. That's Professor Lochotiono Lumumba. That's where in Africa per se, when we say we have peace, it's not peace, it's just silence. I don't know which one are you talking about. Are you talking about the silence described by people are hungry, people are hungry and there is no war, it doesn't mean there is peace. There is peace in the environment, but in there is no peace. So which one are you talking about? The peace described by Pierre Lumumba, or you are talking about just general peace like peace in USA? Which one are you talking about? Let's get your peace well before we start.
I'm coming from my personal perspective of peace.
Personal perspective of peace.
Yes.
To me, there is no peace.
Really?
My account is empty. Yes, my account is. This even reminds me, please, if you want to sponsor this show or this program, please use the number on the screen to reach out to us, or you can contribute anything, or just reach out to us anywhere, any way that you can support us. You drop your support just from there. This is money demanding. It's not just an ordinary thing we are seeing. We invest a lot to be able to bring you this content. So please, if you have anything to support, just use the number, use the number on the screen and get in touch with us. There is peace, there is no peace. To me, there is no peace. Him, there is peace. So peace and no peace is coming to discuss coup and and democracy in West Africa, to be precise. So Prof. Dogbe, let's try to first of all find out what is, the last time you've explained to us what we call democracy.
Yes.
And we are still well acquainted with it. If you have not joined that conversation, please, you can check it out. It's on this same channel, YouTube, BEC TV GH. If you go to Facebook, we are trying to change the name to BEC TV GH, though we've not yet done that. But when you go to YouTube, it is Mujahid Bofite, and when you go to TikTok, it's Honorable Mujahid there. Viscit is Honorable Mujahid. So you can check it out, and let's take it from there. So today we will go straight forward to look at what is coup. When we say coup d'etat, what is it?
Okay. When we talk of coup, coup is simply talking about a sudden, a violent, or an unlawful seizure of power from a government. So when power is taken unlawfully, unconstitutionally from a government, we refer to that situation
as a coup. Wow. So unlawful seizure of power is called coup.
Yes.
Unlike the way we will have elections, then when someone wins, we transfer power.
Yes.
That one is what of if
we can be in Ghana today, and then by tomorrow morning we will hear that
someone has taken over.
Someone has taken over.
Then that is coup.
Without any organization without the conduct of election.
Of elections.
And nothing. No constitutional means. Then another person will take over the country. When that happens, it is regarded as a coup. Because it is unlawful.
Wow. What of if the coup leader is having the support of the masses? Will you still describe it as a coup, or it will be a different case altogether?
It's having the support of the masses.
Yes, the masses. Like, let's say almost the whole country supports that the coup leaders will take over power because of, maybe the economic conditions. Will you still describe that as a coup?
You see, when we are looking at democracy, we have some activities that describes or underpins democracy. We have institutions that serve as the defending blocks of democracy. One of these activities should be election. A constitutional means where the people go to a poll to decide who rules them.
Secretly.
But in a situation where there is an agitation, and without any constitutional means, a government in power is overthrown, then it is a coup, not a democracy.
Not a democracy.
Despite the fact that the people are in support of the coup, doesn't make it a democratic means of resuming power.
Wow. Okay, so this elections, you said the democratic blocs that support democracy. You mentioned elections, and which one?
We have institutions of government.
Okay.
Such as the legislature.
The legislature.
The judiciary.
And the executive.
The executive.
Okay.
So we have these systems in place that defines democracy, a democratic governance or democratic governance system.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow, great. So let's move on to see this coup, which is, it's unpleasant, obviously, it's something that is uncalled for. No one wishes for it. What are some of the causes of it? Can we look at what really causes this coup d'etats that we are hearing everywhere?
You see, Ghana, let me say, the security services or the armed forces of every country is to defend our constitution, is to defend the people, to protect the country, and other things. In a situation where the security services or the armed forces realize that there is no peace among the people, the people are lamenting, the people are suffering, there is no job, the standard of living is very low or very high, prices of goods and services are shooting up, and there is no remedy being provided, or when there is a sense of corruption in the system where political leaders only consider their own needs or try to succeed at the detriment of the people they represent. These will be the factors, or some of the factors that
causes
can force the armed forces or the security services to undertake a coup d'etat.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. All have to even revolve around economic hardships.
Economic hardship.
Okay.
Unemployment.
Unemployment and the rest of factors, other factors. Wow.
Sure.
But apart from this, don't you look at some of, can't other is it international factors also cause it?
You see, international factors can also cause coup d'etats. If the internal security services realize that their powers are undermined by international forces, or there is too much interference
by international bodies
in their internal issues, that can also ignite a coup.
Wow.
And the international or external influences have been dominant on the land of Africa for a long time now, of which, moving forward, we'll discuss more into it.
Okay.
How international interferences or existence in our political issues is dominating.
Wow. Okay, so let's move to the international scene a bit and see what are some of the things that happen in the international scene? We can take Ghana as a case study. Okay, between the country and the international system, what are some of the things that can happen? Then you say, okay, this can likely bring about coup d'etat in the home country.
You see, thank you very much. I think this is a brilliant question. When we talk of influence or interference, the Western countries or the European countries have been interfering into the affairs of Africa in many ways.
Okay.
Some of these ways is one, militarily, they have been interfering.
How
in African affairs.
How is it done?
This is when these international bodies establish their bases, security bases in African countries, and some of them even have security officers of some of the African countries trained in their homes, influence their minds, and then they become anti-security officers to their own country.
And do they come back home or they stay over there?
Some of them are even used against their own people.
Wow.
Okay, so militarily, the whites or the Western countries interferes into the affairs of Africa.
And who allowed this to happen? Like, are we the people facilitating it, or do they force us to train our people, or we call on them to do that? What happens?
How this starts? Someone can only interfere in your affairs if the person is much stronger than you, or if the person feeds you, or if the person provides you with almost your basic needs. When we take into consideration developed countries and underdeveloped countries, countries that are more advanced economically, politically,
yes,
we will see that some of them are having economic might, military might over others. And let us not forget that Europeans started looting Africa since the time of slavery. When slavery came to an end, they migrated to colonization, where they were exploiting our resources, taking our raw materials away to their countries, dictating to us what to do. And even after gaining independence, they still control us. Sometimes not directly, but they control us through aids, financial support, and other means. And at the end, you are forced to give percentages of your resources to them.
Wow.
So through this means, imperialism, where a country, a stronger country would extend its powers and influence and subject a weaker country to its wills economically, politically, and all that.
Wow.
So when this is taking place, and you have even gone ahead to form an association, like Commonwealth of Nations, countries claiming to belong to what? Britain, or to be colonized by Britain, and proudly participating in Commonwealth activities.
Can you tell us something about that?
Getting the heads of our colonial masters swollen So when we do all these things, we are telling the people that yes, we have accepted the way they are treating us. When you take what is currently happening in Niger into consideration, Niger has been suffering from external control for a long time now. When you get to Niger, USA is having their drone base there. France, they are having their security base there. In addition to other countries.
Wow.
What kind of external interference is that? So some of these things, some publications reveal that the existence of these security bases in Niger leads to the activities of the Al-Qaeda and the Islamist groups that puts the lives of the Nigerian into danger. There were several attacks to the extent that even some hundred of youths were celebrating this July coup in Niger.
Wow.
Chanting the Wagner, a private security force, and then raising the flags of Russia. It means that the people have already decided that they have been under neocolonialism, they have been under an external interference for a long time, and that they do not have their freedom to operate as a country. Their sovereignty has been subjected to a whole lot of cheats
and all these
loopings.
All these things, don't our leaders see it like the way we sit and see? Then it looks so bad to us. Ugly.
You see, I will not sit here and lie that they are not aware. They are very much aware. But the courage to fight these external forces is their fear.
Courage, if you say
because we have instances where these external bodies or Western countries, UK, USA, and others provide aids to us. So we have the USA aid, the US aid, the UK aid, and all that, claiming to support our education system, our health system, and other things. And in return of those aids, we end up what? They end up exploiting our natural resources. You see, these are means they use to exploit us these days.
So our leaders see everything clearly.
They are aware. That is, you see, the coup that has taken place in Niger is not just something that the people plan within a day and
they
stage it. No, this was something the people were planning. Okay, this was something the people were willing to do, and that is why the masses rallied behind the current coup leader, Abdurrahmani.
Yes.
And that they are ready to fight any country that will try to invade them.
Wow.
It is time we have to liberate Africa.
So I have problem with your statement still that our leaders see and they know what we know. You know, we don't even know because we do research to see. You understand? But they are at the forefront and they see everything, just as you stated. So why is it, what exactly? You said they fear to, they have fear, they fear to. Is it just fear or it goes beyond fear? Because me, I don't see it that way. It looks too ugly to say it's fear. It's just fear.
If your hand is in someone's mouth, can you try to harm the person?
No.
If you try to harm the person, will the person bite you?
They will bite. They will chop off your fingers.
Good. So, in a situation where the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank,
IMF,
these institutions are used to interfere into our economic activities, our industrial activities, where they deceive us, all in the name of aid, financial support, in case of need, then we blindly go for it. Then they decide what to take in return of that. When you agree to work with these institutions or subject your economic institutions to that of the international body, what do you think will happen?
All conditions applied.
All conditions apply. So your economic structures will be put in place to align with that of theirs. So they are having economic control over your country. If the whites or the Western countries claim to be richer than Africa, why then did they come to Africa for our raw materials?
They still need them.
They are still in need of it. And because they are still in need of it, they are making Africans fight each other. Why should ECOWAS be insisting that Niger reinstates the overthrown president?
I even forgot the name.
Should it be that they are trying to do that in order to seek favor from the international bodies?
You know, they are doing,
from the European countries?
They are doing that to continue with the democracy. You know, democracy is very sweet.
And even the president of Nigeria, Bola Tinubu, who is the ECOWAS chairperson, is not even a legitimate leader.
How?
As his election case is still at the court, yet to be determined.
Yet to be determined. Can you tell us more about that?
Yes, there was just recently, Nigerians had their elections. And we've heard of what went on, the vote buying and the election region of election and co, where this old man claimed to be elected into office and aggrieved contestants or candidates have to seek redress at the court.
Peter Obi and
the rest. So now that the case is at the court, final determination has not been made.
They've not made any final determination of his case.
But the case is still at the court.
Hey.
This Tinubu Bola is claimed to win, has won a disputed election. Election full of disputes. Election that lacks transparency. Election that has not reflected the wills of the people. Then you go ahead to make this person a chairperson of ECOWAS.
But don't the other ECOWAS member countries are they not aware of his situation, his court case?
Why wouldn't they be aware? You see, we shouldn't pretend not to be aware of what is happening around us. They are very much aware.
So what's
this illegitimate leader who won a disputed election, is trying to threaten someone whose economy has been subjected, whose sovereignty has been subjected to the parochial interest of Westerners. What is is our what are our organizations trying to do to us? You see, is ECOWAS not aware of the economic hardship of Niger? But is ECOWAS not aware of the economic hardship in Guinea? Is ECOWAS not aware of the economic hardship in Burkina Faso and Mali? What were their efforts to resolve these economic hardships? To work on these economic hardships?
I want to support the ECOWAS leaders more. You know, one of the reasons they want to reinstate the overthrown president in Niger is that the president made a statement that he had a lot of things a lot of plans in mind to execute before his overthrow. So I think it's because of those policies that he wanted to implement after the 2 years of stay in office that they want him to be reinstated so that he continue with his good works. Or don't you think it's possible? He still have I think two more years to go, so he can still execute those policies.
You see, ECOWAS is not trying to do good to Africa.
How? But it's a love. They love the people. That's why they came together as a united bloc.
You came together as a united bloc to solve economic issues, to support each other economically.
The name suggests
economically. Why then are you closing your eyes on the economic situations of your colleagues, of your member states?
Maybe they are planning.
And when the internal people revolt against their leaders, then you are now trying to impose sanction on them.
So what is actually happening? Like we down here, we see things. I don't know if it is different from how they see it over there, because we see our countries, our neighboring countries, to be having money. I mean, we have all that we need to be successful, and our leaders seems not to see it. What actually is happening? Is it real? Is our thinking real? Is it real that we have all that it can take us to, I mean, to be rich or to be okay, not to be hungry?
You see,
like the way I'm hungry right now, my phone is empty, nothing is inside, and you know what is really happening?
You see, I have been saying that Africa is rich.
This is what I can never believe.
Africa is the richest continent.
This is what I can never believe until I see Cecilia the past monies type in my house.
Oh no!
If I don't see this type of monies,
when I talk of the riches of Africa, let's take into consideration the amount of natural resources we have in Africa. Our raw materials. When it comes to gold, Ghana is known for producing gold. Côte d'Ivoire is known for producing gold. Mali is known as the third country in producing gold. When it comes to uranium, Niger, the Niger that is now experiencing coup d'etat, is dying, is hosting huge quantity or amounts of uranium that France is always benefiting from. Why can't African leaders come together with a common purpose as united Africa to solve our own problems and develop? Is it the leadership that is our problem? Is it the technical know-how that we are not having? But let us not forget that the European countries or the Western countries are causing brain drain to African countries.
How are they doing that?
Good. when they give us aids, they open scholarship opportunities to allow African countries to send their people
for studies
and other things. Fully funded scholarship. They go and enjoy their scholarship. After they finish with their programs, they remain there, work for them, and if they are on retirement, they come to rest in Ghana. Why wouldn't they stay or come down after enjoying that opportunity, after having access to that Western education, come down to help our countries with it? Well, sometimes too, people may argue that the system, internal system, might be preventing these people from coming to work. First of all, taking into consideration the salary, other remunerations, the provision of other resources or equipment that will be needed for the person to operate effectively or work effectively. Good. But then, what is our focus when it comes to our economic policies?
In maybe trying to bring back these people to work in their own countries.
What